is going on, guys? DBG here, and as you guys know, it is the 1st of the month. So it right now is the 1st of February, and you guys know what that means. It means we're going to be doing some more tier lists. So obviously the tier list videos are some of the best received videos on the channel, and this video we are going to be doing a point guard tier list in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. So we've gotten some good point guards over the last couple of days and weeks, and well, over the last month definitely. And all I'm going to be saying is that we're going to be looking, in terms of Evo cards, we're going to be looking at the top Evo, and also we're going to be looking at one card per player. So there are certain players like Dame Lillard and stuff. I will just briefly go over where I would rank their other versions of the card, but I'm not going to be putting them in the exact tier list because we don't want to stage later on in the year, for example, when assuming Dame Lillard is going to get another pink diamond and probably an opal by the end of the year, that we might, like, it literally could be a case of 3 pink diamond Lillards, an opal Lillard, or 4 pink diamond Lillards, an opal Lillard or something. And it's like, yeah, you don't really want to see something like that in a tier list. So anyway, now let's get on to it. So first up, we have got Jeremy Lin. This is Jeremy Lin fully evoed at pink diamond. So as of right now, I have not used Jeremy Lin anything higher than 2nd diamond. So I've not used him higher than the 95 overall, but he's unbelievable at 95 overall. So from looking at his stats and stuff, he's got Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame range extender. I'm pretty sure he's got Hall of Fame quick draw as well. I think he gets Hall of Fame clamps. He's fantastic. And a good driving dunk as well. I think it's 85. Like, he is a really, really good card. So, do I think he is absolutely elite? I don't think he has the animations or the jump shot to be like elite S tier, but he's right under that. Jeremy, especially for a free card and someone that's not, like, he's not easy to evo, but I mean, sorry, like, he is easy to evo, like, but also to get him to pink diamond is not the easiest thing in the world. Like, it will probably take 7 or 8 hours to get him all the way up, but if you have that time to grind, or if you're grinding spotlight challenges and you want to do everything through a lane, you could honestly get a great pink diamond player, especially if you're on a budget. If you have the MT for like other players, yeah, obviously spend your 200k on Rose is probably a little bit better, just your animations and jump shot. And Gilbert Arenas is probably a bit better as well. But again, you cannot go wrong with Jeremy Lin. So CP3, I'm going to put CP3 down in, this is a close one, I'll put him in B tier. So Chris Paul, really good at everything except he's got no range extender. So he's 6 foot tall, no range extender, can't really go to the basket. Although I gotta admit, like, he is, like, this is the best CP3 we've probably ever seen in 2K. He is definitely a somewhat usable card, but I think there are just much better alternatives to him in the game. So Dante Exum next is going to be another card that I put on the same level as Chris Paul. He's got a good jump shot. He's got a really nice handle. He's going to do pretty much everything well except for range extender. And funny thing is that Dante Exum can't dunk. But Dante Exum, 42 gold badges, and funny enough, he's 6'6" as well. So he has got very good height for a point guard. And yeah, so just really good, and especially for, he's actually gone up a little bit in price, but is definitely a good card to pick up if you are on a budget. And you will still see him occasionally up for 2-3 KMT. For that price, he's a steal, although I saw him up recently for like 5-6 KMT, and at that price, I'd say maybe just Evo up, what's his name? Evo up Jordan Clarkson. That might be a bit of a better option, but no, he's really good anyway. Next, we have got Big O. Very similar. So Oscar Robertson, got clamps. Pretty good card. Oh my god, I've missed him here. I'm gonna go right into B. Again, Big O's definitely better than both of these. I'm going to put him B for now, but that might change. That might change. He's probably upper end of B. John Wall. You know what? I'm putting John Wall in C tier. I don't like this guy. I can't justify that. Yeah, sure, he's got silver clamps. He's not the best shooter in the world, but he's got Hall of Fame quick first step, dunks really well, and has a good release. I cannot justify putting him lower than B. We're definitely going to be bulging like completely out of here on B tier. But D Brown. This D Brown card is unbelievable. His dunking is exceptional. He's got an unbelievable release. And when he goes all the way up. Like, this is an Evo card, obviously. When he Evos up to Amethyst, he gets gold clamps, gold range extender, and Hall of Fame quick first step, as well as being one of the best dunking point guards in the game with a 96 dunk. And man, this card's unreal. Like, he is absolutely unreal. Like, he's good. Like, he's good at Ruby, good at Sapphire. Becomes legit when he goes up to Amethyst. So next we got Lonzo, and I always say that Lonzo is a worse version of Exum. And in a close one, I'm gonna put Lonzo down here into C tier. Lonzo's pretty good, but I don't know. I just think he's like Exum with a worse release, but can dunk a tiny bit better. He doesn't bring much on offense. He's a good defender, but again, if you just want defense, someone like an Exum would be better. He's got better animation, so yeah, not the biggest fan of Lonzo. I'm gonna put him down there in C tier. Next, we have got Kyle Lowry, who I'm gonna put Kyle Lowry in A tier. So Lowry offensively is really good. Defensively is really good as well. One problem is that he can't dunk. That's literally his only problem. So Kyle Lowry again has got a really solid jump shot release. Is fantastic. Man, like, I used him a ton in certain games. When I beat JD Crossover, he was the main man in my squad. He was my main point guard until I got the Jet Terry. I thought Terry was slightly better. I think they're similar. I just prefer Terry. Although Kyle Lowry is really good. Kyle Lowry is basically Stockton with a better release, in my opinion. So for that reason, I can't justify not putting him in A. Next, we got Dennis Smith Jr. If this was only based on offense, we'd be looking at Dennis Smith Jr. in A tier. Definitely not S, no, but you'd see him in A tier. But he's got to go down to C. He's got no clamps. That's his only problem. Like, an elite jump shot, shoots the ball from deep, great release, got like a 98 dunk, dunks on everybody, got go quick for a step and go by people, does everything except plays defense. So, but because, especially at the point guard position, if you got no clamps, and anyone who says, oh, clamps only matters if you're playing off-ball defense, it doesn't. If you got no clamps, you basically... On defense, if you're playing with someone with clamps, you can always be aggressive on defense. You can move forward and try to stop them. If you're playing, like, if they don't have clamps, you got to play passive on defense and just keep moving backwards. So, I cannot say that using someone with their clamps to point guard position is worth it in any scenario. But next you got the Jet Terry, who I'd be very... I'm not going to put him in S tier, but he wouldn't be far off it, to be honest. An elite point guard. He's a little bit small, though. So in the new meta, with the whole behind the back being patched, maybe not as good as he would have been 2 weeks ago, but still fantastic. We have Devontae Graham. He is Dennis Smith Jr. without a dunk, although he's a better shooter, so he's gone to C tier. We got Kemba Walker, who is literally Devontae Graham. Like, these two guards are they basically do the exact same thing. They're both like undersized point guards, not going to dunk, but will shoot the ball from deep. Also got some good handles, good passing stats and stuff. So they're going to do the exact same job in game. Then we have got Stephen Curry. Steph's going down to D tier. I'm sorry. And for anyone who's saying, oh, I use Steph Curry, I'm great with him, he's great, then fair play. Fair play. Like, Steph Curry, there are people that can use Steph Curry. The problem is that, like, in previous years, everyone who used Steph Curry relied on the leaner. They relied on the leaning fadeaway threes because that's how Steph Curry basically was. That was his meta. That was how you use Steph Curry from 2K13, from the introduction of MyTEAM, when I used Steph Curry a ton, to NBA 2K19. The leaning tree point shot was what Steph Curry was known for. They basically patched that. Hall of Fame quick draw has made his release almost too fast to be good, and I don't know, I just hate this card. And anytime I love playing against him. I've not once yet been torched by Steph Curry this year. Anytime I play Steph Curry, I'm happy because I know I'm going to absolutely torch him. Next we've got Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon is like, just plays offense, doesn't do anything really on defense. Like, he shoots the ball well. He's 6'5", so he got decent height. Got range extender and stuff. Can attack the basket alright, but just meh. Then we got Dave Bing going right down here in D tier. Dave Bing got no range extender. Can't really dunk. He can hit leaners from mid, but man, he's a non-shooting point guard. I don't even know if he has clamps. I don't. Like, even if he has clamps, I don't like the card, so I'm going to put him down here. But from my experience anyway, he's been terrible. Steve Francis. Yeah, Steve Francis is definitely going to go into C tier. He is literally everything. He's Dennis Smith Jr. He's Dennis Smith Jr., but he's 6 overalls higher, and the stats are almost identical. They'll feel the exact same, but he's 6 overalls higher. Bob Cousy is going to go into B tier. Actually, nah, C tier. Release is good. I'm not sure if he's got clamps or not. I don't think he's got range extender. Got floor general though, so he is a pretty good card. Don't get me wrong, but again, is he as good as these guys ahead? Probably not. Maybe you could argue he's better in CP3, but that's really it. Next we have got Mark Price. Without question, D tier. He's slow release, plays no defense. Yeah, sure, he's got limitless, but like, how big of a factor is limitless in this game when you can't do anything else? Like the two of the 3 guys I have down in D tier have Hall of Fame limitless. We got John Stockton. Every single thing that I said about Kyle Lowry applies with John Stockton. Now, this is the first of the players that I would consider. I don't know what to do with Dame Lillard. He's got like, this one here has got gold clamps. He's got Hall of Fame dimer. He's got Hall of Fame limitless. He's got an unbelievable dunk. He's got a handle. He's got to go release. Oh, there's just something about him. There's something about him that stops me from putting him as elite. He's really good, don't get me wrong. A tier. A tier, but as close to S tier as possible. And then we've got Trae Young, C tier. Trae Young is basically like, imagine if Steph Curry had to go release. That's Trae Young. He plays no defense, but he's actually a good passer though, which is a bit different. He's a really good passer. Terrible release though. Or sorry, great release. Terrible defense. So he can kind of, I don't know, like, he's going to be a liability on one end, but he's going to be great for you on the other end. So for that reason, I can't put him any higher or lower than C. Then we have got Kyrie Irving. D tier. Man, Kyrie, I don't know what 2K have done. Kyrie used to have the best release in 2K. Whatever they did with Kyrie's release in NBA 2K20, it's not great in my opinion. It really is not great. He also can't really dunk, can't play any defense. Whatever about some guys, not me saying some guys can't play defense, like Kyrie's maybe the worst of them all. But yeah, like, he is not a spectacular card, not going to lie. Good, not spectacular. Then we got Russell Westbrook, who I am going to put in B tier. John Wall, he's like a better John Wall. 3-ball 70, no range extender. You know what? You could actually argue to throw Diamond Russell Westbrook in this list, because Diamond Russell Westbrook is a better 3-ball and bronze range extender. But this Westbrook right here, he's fast. He's obviously going to dunk on everybody. Got some great animations. Release is actually really nice, although his jump shot is bad. Fantastic mid-range shooter. One problem is now 3-ball. I'm telling you, Westbrook will be an S tier card at some stage this year. Some version of Westbrook. This one isn't quite it. And in terms of Dame Lillard is here. The other 97 overall one is probably going to be A tier as well. The 96 overall one would be C tier. And I don't know if there's any other version, like Ruby, obviously not on the list. Tony Parker. Tony Parker is going A tier as well. I cannot justify putting Tony Parker over Lillard. Before the behind the back patch, Tony Parker would have been S tier. His release is unbelievable. Handles class. He does everything really well, except for the fact that, again, this is post behind the back patch and it's harder to get players open, harder to 3-point hunt, and for that reason, Tony Parker's real inability to go to the basket puts him out of S tier in the conversation for S tier. However, one S tier player is going to be Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is a 6'9" player. He's got handles, he can shoot, he can post up people, and 5-out post up cheese is a real thing, so Magic Johnson's in there. Like, the Diamond Magic Johnson would be bang smack in the middle, B tier. That Diamond Magic Johnson, he can't shoot, can't play defense, can't really do anything, but post up 5-out cheese is a real thing, so he has to be at least in B tier. This one here is an S tier. But he can play defense. He can shoot the ball moderately well. He can handle, he can pass the ball, he does everything well. And actually, another player for the post-up cheese, what's his name? Reggie Theus would probably be somewhere in C tier. I don't have him on the list, but he probably would be in there just because of that post-up cheese. Then we have got Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier, if this was me, I would put Walt Frazier down here in B tier. Not the greatest shooter in the world, but really good at everything else. I'm going to put him, though, in A tier. I know a lot of really good players use him as their main point guard. Fantastic defensive player. Literally, he's range extender off being almost a perfect card. So, a really, really good player here. Gilbert Arenas, another S tier player. Gilbert Arenas got a fantastic release. He's got Hall of Fame clamps. I'm pretty sure he's got Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame range extender. His handle's good. And only problem is that he's 6'3". Ben Simmons is going right up there in S tier as well. The thing with Ben Simmons is that he is a 6'10" athletic freak point guard. So post-up cheese and turbo cheese or NASCAR, where you literally just hold or one and run at the basket or two and run at the basket, that can be done so well with Simmons, and especially since the behind the back is patched. If anything, it makes Simmons better, because Simmons was great before they made the patch and he couldn't do the behind the back, and now that nobody can do it behind the back, Simmons has gone. Him or Magic Johnson are considered the best point guards in the game. And I would actually put the other Diamond Simmons down in A tier, because this Diamond Simmons isn't a good shooter, but if he's wide opening hit a shot, the other Diamond Simmons can't hit a shot at all. So for not having a jump shot, he'd be dropping in one tier, but the other Simmons would definitely be on this list and fairly high on it. Then we got Derrick Rose. I know there's something about him. He shouldn't be up here. Like, there's very little he does better than Dame Lillard. And I just prefer, and it's very little he does better than Jeremy Lin. I just prefer Rose animations. Perfect speed stats, unbelievable dunk. I'm literally money with his release. Maybe it's a little bit outdated, but man, Rose is great for me, so I'm going to keep him in S tier for now. Baron Davis is going slightly lower in A tier. Basically, a slightly worse version of a Dame Lillard. Then we have got Penny Hardaway going up here in S tier. So Penny Hardaway has got a really solid 3-ball. Only problem is he's 77 lateral quickness, but he's a really tall point guard, 6'7", can be used very well in switching situations, which is important, and pick and rolls, and especially with the post cheese, the new post cheese meta, he's going to be very, very effective in that. And yeah, I actually really do like Penny Hardaway and think that he is a fantastic card, and especially with his height, if you know how to use him and you know how to switch your matchups, is one of the best point guards in the game, if not the best, to be honest. And then we have got Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury going right here into A tier. Stephon Marbury is he's like a slightly worse, he's like Rose with worse animations. And ironically enough, he's so similar to Rose that his nickname is Rose. If you give him a nickname and you look at the back of his jersey, it's Rose, so they obviously based the card off Rose. He's just a slightly worse version of him. Or, for me anyway, he's a slightly worse version. Then we have got Gary Payton. Gary Payton is B tier. There's no other way, D tier, or C tier, sorry. Arguably the best defensive point guard in the game, plays no offense, and his jumper is so broken that it needs to go to the Lake of Reincarnation. That is how bad the Gary Payton jump shot is. And you cannot have a jumper this broken that and be any higher than C tier. So you know what, I hate this card so much that it just, for me anyway, just needs to be deleted. So yeah, man, I've made way too many Matt Hardy references there. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. This is the first tier list of the month. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.